like smart? Pando, kill the beat.
I don't know who, somebody need to hear this. Y'all don't speak Hebrew, that's Yiddish. How the fuck you try to label us anti-Semitic? We the Israelites, blacks, native Hispanics. The Germans getting locked up for the Holocaust. Meanwhile, black still up in the Holocaust. 100 million of us died in the transatlantic. 6 million died. Y'all want the world to never forget it. You can never be a Jew. You a Ashkenaz. This ain't a star dum-dum. A gun thou would die. Yeah, Yeezy told the truth and got ostracized. Not one person in the Bible had on a yarmulke. We were slaves in America like we was in Egypt. Y'all don't even fit the curses in the Torah neither. Y'all was blind to the truth. I had to make it clear how Jerusalem, your land, your people came from Europe. That was 1947, your menorah got 9 sticks, it's really only 7. Yeah, it's us against the world, Armageddon. This what happened when you inherit lies from your ancestors. Y'all the synagogue of Satan with them black hats. Your whole nation sitting ducks, Aflacs. Bunch of thieves and culture vultures, ain't nothing kosher. To tell the truth, you vagabonds don't have a culture. Macedonia, Alexander and Philip, you a convert, so tell me, how the fuck is you Israel? That don't make you the people just cause you litter. Why my people can't hate your people like y'all hate Hitler? All the prophets was black and was called nigga. Y'all don't even fit the description that's in the scriptures. Abraham, all the way down to Jacob, we the real Jews. Y'all don't study Christ, y'all follow the Talmud. Keep it real, yeah, let's keep it real. Cold hard truth, it give you chills. Say y'all Jewish cause y'all ain't really them. About to do them like Hammond, this the Feast of Purim. UPK undefeated, this an easy win. We was born fighting, y'all the evil twin. Jacob took hold of his heel, then out came his little red bastard, they kosher deals. It's only 12 tribes, y'all trying to make it 13. Esau despised his birthright, the Lord cursed him. He ain't the devil who is, I'm still searching. Ask your rabbi, why he get them babies herpes? I don't know what's worse, that or you claiming that you a Maccabee. I'm about to cancel, everybody try to cancel ye. I ain't afraid to speak, that's what I do. They riding to the core, I'm just judging them by their fruit. Cause they ain't suffering curses. If I was carnal, I promise I'd punch you in person. I know this is an uncomfortable subject. They making millions off our culture and black people suffering from it. Yeah, they don't believe in Christ. They the Antichrist. Make a living off of niggas. They're a parasite. I ain't afraid to tell the truth. Niggas terrified. I'm about to go DEFCON 4. I ain't satisfied.
That is proof. That is absolute proof that they know we are the real Jews. That's absolute proof. Now you got the records. Go find me a white Jew on any archaeology in Egypt anywhere. You will never find a piece of archaeology with white people as slaves in Egypt. So don't tell me that they were slaves and it's their identity, and they know it. And another blasphemy of them. The Lord knows the blasphemy of you so-called white people that say you are Jews and you are not Jews. You are not God's chosen people. God's chosen people are living in the ghettos of America. God's chosen people are in poverty and depression in the streets of America. God's chosen people are walking around in America with no identity. That's where God's chosen people are.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my houses. Yes, you said.
Should a murderer go to jail for murdering?
Absolutely.
Should a thief go to jail when he steals?
Absolutely.
Should a robber pay back the money he robbed?
Absolutely.
So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did?
That's right. That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole.
Was never expected to grow. Just obstacle set in the road. That a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home. Only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe the slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. The fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every crack and surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they make an oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of mad shooters. Devils design fire for our babies to pass through in the damn by King's reign. I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought a brand new pair of bellows.
Someday you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog. Payback is a
Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Thumb to all the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shamar Allah Thun Hashem Yahshua to all the sisters. You know what I'm saying? This is the ISUPK Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, home of the truth. You know what I'm saying? Under Command Jerry Hanum. You know what I'm saying? A couple of things. We already know what time. You know what I'm saying? The season that we're living in. You know what I'm saying? And we got to make sure that we get right, man. We get right with who? With the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you come, you know what I'm saying, check in these classes, you know what I'm saying? Hit that like button, hit that share button, you know what I'm saying? Maybe somebody in your timeline might need this class, right? Like for us, blacks and Hispanics, you know what I'm saying, we have so much beef, you know what I'm saying, piled up one on top of the other. Like, it's time to realize and see what's going on, that we need to come together, man. You know what I'm saying? Give me that Zephaniah 2:1. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, if you don't see what's going on around the world, like, I mean, people are still hoping that next year will be a better year. That's funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are still hoping that next year will be a better year, or it's going to be their year. Nah, man, it's gonna be the Lord's year. You're gonna see it happening. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see the Lord and these prophecies come to life, man. And every year you're seeing it closer and closer to the end, which means one thing, man. You better get right once again with the Lord, and you better start doing what you're supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? Instead of doing what you want to be doing, right? You think you're too selfish, you know what I'm saying? You're too caught up in your own, you know what I'm saying, selfish lust, that what how you feel should matter. You know what I'm saying? What about Christ? What about Christ? You know what I'm saying? Shouldn't what Christ, you know what I'm saying, what he did matter? You know what I'm saying? For you to be here today, you know what I'm saying? That should matter. But Christians don't want to hear that. Christians want to hear the whole part about, you know what I'm saying, singing Kumbaya and Christ died. That's why I get to eat pork, because Christ died for my sins. He died for all of our sins. I love Christ, but really don't ever show a goddamn thing about how they love, you know what I'm saying, showing proving that they love Christ. You know what I'm saying? They don't love Christ. Who do they love? Themselves, man. That's all Christians love, is themselves. They don't love nobody. You know what I'm saying? Christians love nobody, and the world does not love Christ. That's why the Bible says, if any man paraphrasing, right? If you be a friend of the world, then you are an enemy of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Therefore, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, get that.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired. O
nation not desired. You know what I'm saying? You know who you like. I mean, at this point, you should already know who's the not desired. But by seeing what happens when you bring out the truth. You know what I'm saying? By seeing how, you know what I'm saying, you get canceled by posting something that another, you know what I'm saying, another company has never taken down. You speak and they come after you, but somebody else is promoting it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else has it on their website. You know what I'm saying? Like, all you do is just speak about it, and you got to get lynched for that. You know what I'm saying? You got to get lynched. You got to get your head cut off for that. Why? Because you're not supposed to, right? You're not supposed to uplift the spirits of the poor, uplift the spirits of the slaves. Otherwise, how are you going to have slaves? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Razan.
No, so I was going to say, you know, what's funny about that, you know what I'm saying, about, you know, you post that, Israelites, you can get canceled and, you know, your account suspended and all these things, but yeah, you can post all the porn you want, talk about, you know, killing each other all you want to, you know, you can talk about all the LGBTQ stuff you want to, but second you say, nah, we're this is what we believe, it's like, oh no, you gotta, you know, shut that down.
Right.
That's too much.
Right. And that's why America is the great whore that sits upon many waters, you know what I'm saying? Because of what she does. You know what I'm saying? Metaphorically, you know what I'm saying? A woman, you know what I'm saying? America, a whore, meaning America, you know what I'm saying? Like, America will do all types of wickedness and will never let you do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, they will never allow you to do the right thing, which is to serve God. That's why this is the only, you know what I'm saying, God that you can't worship. You can worship any God. You know what I'm saying? You can worship a rock. Oh my God. You could worship lettuce. You could worship anything. You know what I'm saying? You could worship a plant. You can worship anything in this world, but the true and living God, the God of Israel, the God of the so-called blacks, so-called Hispanics, the so-called Native Americans, First Nation, los Latinos, you know what I'm saying? Like, puedes servirle a cualquier Dios menos al verdadero Dios, el Dios de Israel. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, you can, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Slaggy. Go ahead, Kabarma.
Slaggy, sir, should I read it again?
Khan, read it again.
Gather yourselves together. Yea, Gather together, O nation not desired.
Right. Gather together, O nation not desired. Once again, man, who's the not desired? I mean, there's no debate. You can't even go to Scottsdale because what?
Because it's
Go ahead.
it's like I said, because it's a no nigger zone.
Because it's a no nigger zone. You know what I'm saying? You can't even go. You know what I'm saying? You being a, you know what I'm saying? You being a native of this land can't go on land that's been stolen. Now they claim it that is theirs, and they say that what, you can't be here. You're not allowed here. You don't what belong here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's just crazy, man. It's just like America and you know what I'm saying, and everything that they push, but won't allow you to, you know what I'm saying? They say that this is the land of the, you know what I'm saying, of the home of the brave and land of the free. But who is really free in America? You know what I'm saying? Like, I was talking to this Colombian, right? And then Colombia's what? Manesite?
Concert.
Right? Manesite, right? And this brother was like, I asked him, like, hey, you know what I'm saying? What do people back home, you know what I'm saying, think about America? I was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people think that America is like, they think that money is just being thrown on the ground. Like money's like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? You see that tumbleweed that, you know what I'm saying? They think like money's being rolled over, you know what I'm saying? You could just pick it out from the ground. They think that money is just everywhere. They think it's beautiful. It's a dream. You know what I'm saying? It's like riqueza. It's dulce. You know what I'm saying? It's sweet. But really it's not. You know what I'm saying? And I always tell everybody, you know what I'm saying, anybody that's barely getting here, or you know what I'm saying, that still thinks America's beautiful when really it's not, right? Because I mean, look at everything that you work so much to death, to the point where it's like you can't think. You know what I'm saying? You can't do nothing else but what? But work. To what? To survive. You know what I'm saying? And your survival is just work. You know what I'm saying? Your survival, or sometimes you might have to steal. You know what I'm saying? Brother told me, I know brothers that have been locked up and you know what I'm saying, got that on their third strike. They got a third strike for stealing a pack of socks. Like it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like you trying to get warm, or you trying to feed your child, or you trying to make sure your child has diapers so he or she doesn't get a rash, right? And like the devil's like, nah, you're a criminal. Nah, you wicked. But really, who's wicked? Exactly. I mean, look at, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you can just look at history, man. History will tell, you know what I'm saying? And they're trying to hide it. But as we all know, shame shall cover thee. Right? Go ahead.
Like Kenny, like said, what was crazy for me to see the last few days at my slavery, I've been working the graduation ceremonies for ASU, and what I noticed that, you know, they make it a point now to, they put on there, oh, you know, this land, you know, this school sits on top of a native Indian land, and you know what I'm saying, these are people, you know, some students here. Hey, you know, the native Indians are still around, and like hardly anybody claps for them. But you know what I'm saying, they said, oh, you know, hey, you know, look, we just sang the national anthem, and everybody goes crazy and lose their mind clapping after they just finish singing. And I was like, yeah, you definitely tell like where the people with mindsets at. It's definitely not with the natives.
Right.
They heard that name was like everybody like clocked out besides the people there that were native.
Right. You ever see that? You remember it? I don't know if you guys ever remember watching that one video where the native was walking and with the stroller, and you know what I'm saying, his baby's right there, and white people with their flags saying go back to where you came from, you know what I'm saying, go back home, or go back, you know what I'm saying, go back to where you came from. And the native is like, the brother's like, He's like, no, you go back home. You don't belong here. We're the true natives. And then slowly, they start getting their voices started getting, lower and lower. You know what I'm saying? That energy started going down. Why? Because that shame. You know what I'm saying? Right. That shame that the history, and he brought out too that was heavy is that it's like damn that flag. You know what I'm saying? Damn that flag. That flag has been painted by the blood of my ancestors. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? All that, you know what I'm saying? You see those, like, you know what I'm saying? Like America with, you know what I'm saying that it's, you know what I'm saying? You can have that dream and that pursuit of happiness. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to forget about your people in order to achieve that dream. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to love them more than your people. And who has done a better job at that than anybody? Who can guess? Go ahead.
The Christian pastor, sir. The
Christian pastor. Give that brother a hand, man. You know what I'm saying? Because he has done he's like the perfect mascot. You know what I'm saying? Like the perfect mascot for America. You know what I'm saying? And what we should be, how we should live. You know what I'm saying? Right. And to love, you know what I'm saying, America, you're going to have to hate your people, man. Or in their words, you're going to have to love everybody. Right? To love everybody means you love nobody. Right. Please understand that. Right. You know what I'm saying? You love nobody. Why? Because the two people that are at war with each other, you rather choose the one that's killing your own people to save your job, to save, you know what I'm saying, your pockets, right? But when it comes to your people, you'll rather have them become, you know what I'm saying, meat to the prey. Right. Right? Yeah. You'll rather let them become, you know what I'm saying, devoured. Why? Because you focus on getting fat. You're focused on your pockets. You're focused on your green. You know what I'm saying? You're focused on yourself. Meanwhile, Israel is being scattered. Why? Because you want to teach we should love everybody. And loving everybody will, you know what I'm saying? What has that done to us? You know, how has that helped us? You know what I'm saying? Right. If we love everybody, you know what I'm saying, then why are we getting canceled? You know what I'm saying? Why are we getting dry? Why are we getting fired for saying, you know what I'm saying, what they call anti-Semitic things? You know what I'm saying? Facts. Like they want to talk about loving everybody. Why don't they love Hitler? Right? And they want to talk about love and getting along. Why don't they talk about loving, you know what I'm saying, the terrorists? Right? You got to love everybody, right? You got to love everybody. You got to love the people that are killing too, right? You got to love them threats too, right? From Russia. Right? You got to love that, you know what I'm saying? You got to love that president that they just let go. What's his name? You know who I'm talking about? Man, yeah. Who they traded off? You know what I'm saying? You got to love everybody, right? And that's what Christians, that's the minds of Christians. But they don't understand that they're unstable. You know what I'm saying? They're unstable. They don't know who to love. You know what I'm saying? They choose the oppressor, but meanwhile, they're wearing a jersey. They're wearing a color. They're wearing, you know what I'm saying? They represent a team. You know what I'm saying? They represent a team. And that's Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You're born in that team. You know what I'm saying? You're born into that team. Why would you trade your team? You know what I'm saying? Why would you trade your team to go play for a team that you think has a higher chance of winning?
Because we all bleed red, sir.
Because we all bleed red, man.
Oh,
Man.
I don't know how many times I heard that.
Yeah, how many times? Exactly. How many times have you heard that? You know what I'm saying? Like all these excuses of, you know what I'm saying, why we should come together. All these excuses of how this is gonna help us. Why should you? You know what I'm saying? And talking to this one Christian man, it just makes me laugh because it's like he says, "Why do you got so much hate in your heart? You know, there's an evil in every nationality," is what he tells me. There's an evil in every nationality, but one thing you don't understand is that we were taught this. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is not our nature. Right. You know what I'm saying? We have if you want to know how we should live, look at the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Look at these scriptures. This is how we should live. This is how we're supposed to live. But because of the oppressor, we have attached, you know what I'm saying? We have taken their ways, you know what I'm saying, and made them ours. We're doing now what they used to do. We're trying to do better. Right. You know what I'm saying? But ain't no better thief than the so-called white man. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no better thief. I mean, come on, man. You trying to steal blocks, you know what I'm saying? You trying to steal a corner. He stole a whole land, you know what I'm saying? A whole, you know what I'm saying? He will steal anything. He stole your identity. Right. Don't forget that. My God, how do you do that? How do you steal someone's identity? How do you call yourself the real Jew? Nah, they call themselves Jewish though. Right. They'll call themselves Jewish, but they won't call themselves, you know what I'm saying, the real Jew. Go ahead.
So you know what's crazy is like they certainly won't call themselves Jews because we open up that Bible and we show them here that the good guys, the so-called good guys, the Jews in the Bible are called niggers. They don't want to be that, and they know that. And you can tell that whole love everybody narrative, that's instructions specifically for Black, Latino, and Native people.
You said they don't want to be the real Jews because the Bible says that
the good guys, the so-called good guys, the Jews,
okay,
are called niggers, and they don't want to be that. They don't want to be called. They don't want that name attributed to them. They don't want to be characterized in the same box as Black people, seeing our destruction and how we duplicated and replicated destruction upon our own selves.
Con, that's part of it, but that's not really why they don't want to be called the real Jews. You know what I'm saying? They'll claim the real Jews. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They'll claim that they're the real Jews. That's why they'll cancel you from for saying anti-Semitic. You know what I'm saying? Right. Comments, and you know what I'm saying, because they're trying to still keep that, right? Because claiming that you're the real Jew will be claiming that you know what I'm saying, your inheritance. Right. And now, like what Kanye is doing, man, it's like a big old step for our people to start really looking into this thing. You know what I'm saying? Right. And they've been calling, they've been saying that we're crazy for even just wearing the shield of David. You know what I'm saying? They're saying, well, you're not a real Jew because you're not born. You know what I'm saying? I talked to Amalek, you know what I'm saying? And he was telling me, he was like, wow, he's like, you have the Star of David? No, it's not a star. It's the seal. I'm trying to hurry up and get into his house so I could, you know what I'm saying, service his unit and leave. You know what I'm saying? But he's stopping me. He's like, wow, yes, I'm half Jewish, half, I forget what he said, half this, half that, right? But I don't practice it, but I was like, okay, yeah. Well, you know what I'm saying? And he goes back in and then comes back out with a with a book of how to pronounce Hebrew letters, you know what I'm saying, or how to pronounce the alphabets and words and stuff like that.
And I was like, oh man, this is gonna take forever. I don't want to deal with this. You know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Some other time, you know, I'm trying to hurry up and leave. And I told, and then, but he was bugging me so much to the point where I just told him, I was like, look, you're not, like, I'm gonna tell you like this, right? The reason why I wear the seal is because I'm a real Jew. You know how you call it? You know how you just said you're Jewish? You're Jewish, meaning you wish you were a Jew, meaning you're pretending to be something you're not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, if I point at a neon color, you know what I'm saying, a yellow neon, you know what I'm saying, a vest, it's like, oh, that looks yellowish, but it's, you know what I'm saying, it's close to yellow, but not really.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's simple, right? And you're not the real Jew. I told him. It was like, oh, okay. Right. And he agreed, but he wanted to change the subject. I was like, look, I just gotta make sure, you know what I'm saying, your units, you know what I'm saying? What was wrong with it again? You know what I'm saying? Trying to change the subject, because at the same time, like, I'm just trying to get out. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to clock out. I'm trying to go back home. I'm trying to deal, you know what I'm saying, with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm worried about my people.
Right.
Why do I gotta talk to a, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, a man that's trying to be something he's not. Right. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to play pretend, right? He's trying to steal what's yours, man, what's ours, and that should be offense. You know what I'm saying? That should be an offense to us, right? That should be an offense to us, right? And really, I ain't gonna sit there and try to make, you know what I'm saying, make him understand. I'm just gonna do what I gotta do, and then go on my way. You know what I'm saying? Go back, go to camp, and blaze. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
I was gonna say, you know, speaking on the Jewish people, one thing I noticed, even after I watched this video of this acclaimed Jewish doctor on YouTube named whatever Brown, Dr. Brown, I guess his name is. Well, I noticed that a lot of Jewish people, they never want to talk about prophecies and how they don't fit the prophecy. They always want to say, we always have the historical data and analytics to back up what we're saying. And it's like, all right, but do you fit the prophecies though? It's like, well, you know, you don't really go by the Bible like how you guys go by the Bible like that. So it's like, it's funny, like, you guys claim to be that, but then you should have no problem stating how you fit all the prophecy, but they gloss over it every single time. They never want to go down to what the Bible actually says.
Yeah, man. Like, because they really don't believe. You know what I'm saying? They really, like, they will tell you they know they're not the real Jews.
Right.
They will tell you themselves.
Right.
They don't really care, right? It's just like something where it's like, is they've been carrying that for so long where it's like, you know what I'm saying? Well, you know what I'm saying? My mother was a Jew. You know what I'm saying? My father was a Jew. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a Jew. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what it is. You know what I'm saying? But now the books are being opened. You know what I'm saying? Now we're starting to see the true records of, you know what I'm saying, that are written in this Bible. You know what I'm saying? And we starting to understand who the real Jews are. You know what I'm saying? Where you can find them. You know what I'm saying? Who they are, like, you know what I'm saying, who all the 12 tribes, right? Not 13, 12, right? These 12 tribes, right? And we starting to see that what blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are God's chosen people, right? We're starting to see that the people that are being oppressed in America are God's chosen people, and we're not being taught this. You know what I'm saying? We're not being taught our history. We're being taught everybody else's history. Go to school and you will learn about the Asians, the Chinese, the Koreans, you know what I'm saying, the Romans. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? The Germans, the Greeks, you know what I'm saying? You'll learn about all their history, and never will you ever learn about yours.
Right.
Why? Because it doesn't, like, you know what I'm saying? They don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? They really don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like when the Constitution was written, and all men were declared. You know what I'm saying? It was said that all men are created equal. Where were blacks and Hispanics?
Equally on the field, sir.
Exactly, equally in the field, right? Being lynched, being, you know what I'm saying, being raped,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, hands being cut off, you know what I'm saying, for not collecting enough gold, you know what I'm saying. The natives were being what's it called? Scalped, right? Their hairs were being pulled, you know what I'm saying, from their head and from their, you know what I'm saying, their privates, right? Their private parts were being cut off and bottled up in jars of rum. Like, all these things, right, happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have a dark history that nobody wants to talk about.
Right.
But everybody wants to hear what happened during the Holocaust. Like, I gotta watch the boy in the striped pajama, you know what I'm saying, and read about, what's that girl that was Anne Frank. I gotta read about Anne Frank and do book reports on this, and you know what I'm saying, do all this work for another nation. Why can't I do all that same? Why can I put all that same energy in my people? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not there, man. And once again, you could thank your Christian pastor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because in the ISUPK, we'll put that energy in there. You know what I'm saying? We'll bring that energy back towards our people. You know what I'm saying? We might go to slavery, come back tired, but guess what? We're gonna come back, you know what I'm saying, 110%. You know what I'm saying? Because we gotta do this for our people. We gotta do this for our children, man. You know what I'm saying? Our children need this, man. Like, we don't have no leaders. We don't have no, you know what I'm saying, nobody we can. Give me what was it? Ezekiel. Give me Ezekiel 13:1. All right, give me Ezekiel 13. Go ahead.
It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 13, verse 1. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy against the prophets of Israel.
Against who?
The prophets of Israel.
Keep going.
That prophesy, and say thou unto them that prophesy out of their own hearts.
Of the what?
Out of their own hearts.
Out of their own hearts. That's what you hear in the Christian church. Mm-hmm. Their own hearts. God loves me no matter what. Jesus, you know what I'm saying? Well, what's that one song? Hogs, eggs, bacon, tomatoes, potatoes. You know what I'm saying? That's what you hear. You know what I'm saying? That and that one I ain't gonna say it, man. It just paused. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But they say all these things, you know what I'm saying? They say what's in their hearts. You know what I'm saying? In their hearts, meaning what's in their mind. You know what I'm saying? Right. What they actually feel, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They rather. Hey, shalom, sir. They'll say what's in their hearts, right? Meaning what? Oh, we got to come together, man. Or did anybody see Black Watch yesterday?
Yeah, I watched it. I listened to the day while I was at the slavery.
Oh, you watched it? Okay. Did you watch it?
So I seen half of it in my phone.
Come on. There's a part where Commander Johanna is bringing out a story on this pastor that wants to grow weed in his own property. You know what I'm saying? So he wants to smell what it's like. From what I heard, it was that he wants to. What the report said, that he wanted to smell men he wanted to bring in men that smell like weed. That's what it said, right? Salakia. Took me a minute, but that's what it said, right? He wanted to bring in men that smell like weed. Pause. You know what I'm saying? What are you doing smelling? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what's in his heart, right? That's what's in his heart. He's looking for weak men. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't know, right? If you brothers that are smoking weed, right, don't know that you're weak, you're weak, all right? You're weak. You know what I'm saying? You're just as the same as a drug addict, you know what I'm saying, smoking those pills.
Right.
Man, oh my God. All throughout the I-17 on like it's just crazy. Like I be driving down the street, down 27th, and out of nowhere, at a bus stop, I could smell like like something just hits me, and it smells like burnt tires, burnt popcorn. It smells like tar. It smells like oil. It smells like burned oil. It just stinks so much. It's like you want to, yeah. It smell like you really want to throw up from, you know what I'm saying, from that smell. And I don't know how brothers, you know what I'm saying, can sit there and, you know what I'm saying, pass that pipe around. You know what I'm saying? Sit there in that smell. He hits it. Now you gotta wait, and then now you hit it. And the thing is that you see them, right? They'll cover up with a blanket. You know what I'm saying? Trying to hide it, right? Or they'll go inside their shirt, put in their sleeves. You know what I'm saying? And they'll just be smoking. And those pills are very, like, you know what I'm saying, very dangerous. So many, you know what I'm saying, people have died from those pills. You know what I'm saying? And that is what's destroying our people, man.
Right.
That is destroying our people. And it's like, you the same as that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You potheads, you the same as a pill popper. You know what I'm saying? A drug addict, a heroin. You know what I'm saying? A fiend. That's what you are, right? Like the most offensive thing that when I was young is a crackhead, right? Like you told someone you were a crackhead, is like, man, you're like, damn, like that. Mm-hmm. Well, you pies, you're like you the new crackheads. Like you got to go into like they sell them at the gas stations now. Like, you know what I'm saying? They sell weed at the gas station, which is crazy. And you still getting pulled over for smell, you know what I'm saying, for smelling like weed. Go ahead.
Most people fail to realize that yes, in certain states, like, you know, of course, like ours in Arizona, the state legalized weed, so now you can do it recreationally if you want to. But then you also forget that marijuana is still illegal federally. Right. So you can always come up on federal charges for marijuana. Right. It makes no sense to do it where you know that, no, if you go get arrested, go to jail. Like, oh no, it's legal. No, they get you with federal charges instead. Right.
Right. There's this one brother, like he was, he would see cops and he would be like, oh, I gotta, you know what I'm saying? He said, I forgot what he said. He said, I always, you know what I'm saying, I always got a spot to hide my weed or something like that. I was like, what the hell? I was like, and I told him, it was like, because he always talks about how it's legal, this and that. I was like, isn't it legal though? I was like, yeah, but you know how it is. You know how it is. Da, 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 da. I was like, see, that's the thing, man. You fear, you know what I'm saying? You fear everything. Like, really, like brothers in the world, they fear any little thing. Oh, who goes right there? Oh, who's that? You know what I'm saying? Hey, I think that's an undercover cop right there. Rolls by. Oh no, it's not. No, never mind. It's not. You know what I'm saying? Every they're always being, their phones are always being tapped. They're always claiming that, you know what I'm saying, somebody's watching, somebody's listening, you know what I'm saying? And they're always being paranoid. Why? Because they fear something that they shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? They should fear the Most High rather than, you know what I'm saying, the white man.
Right.
Or you know what I'm saying? But they fear them. Why? Because their conscience is getting to them. You know what I'm saying? They fear them, but they don't fear the Most High. You weak.
Right.
You fear anything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You fear. I can't take a grown man serious when they're scared of, like, what do they call it? What would you call them? You know what I'm saying? Well, it like La Chupacabra. You know what I'm saying? For instance, like, yeah, like La Llorona, like, you know what I'm saying, like stuff like supernatural. Yeah, supernatural is like what they call supernatural, right? Like, I can't really take you serious, man.
Right.
You believe in things that don't really exist. I believe in things that I could see, man, that are there. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? I know the Most High is real. You know what I'm saying? The Most High can most definitely destroy you. You know what I'm saying? In spirit and in flesh. You know what I'm saying? He could destroy you, man. You know what I'm saying? He could put you through hell.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you thought you were living through hell, well, guess what? There's a part 2. You know what I'm saying? Like that, it doesn't end, man. And if you want it to end, man, all you gotta do is just serve the Lord. Is obey, keep the law, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? Be brotherly to one another, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Stop hating the so-called Mexicans. You gotta stop hating the so-called blacks. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stop hating one another, man. Come together and join together, man. So we can defeat, you know what I'm saying, our enemies, man. How are we gonna defeat our enemies, seeing how we are spread out, we are scattered, right? Keep going.
Son of man, prophesy against the prophets of Israel that prophesy, and say thou unto them that prophesy out of their own hearts, hear ye the word of the Lord. Thus saith the Lord God, woe unto the foolish prophets.
Right, unto the foolish prophets. Keep going.
That follow their own spirit and have seen nothing.
Yeah, what?
Seen nothing.
Right, I see. Is there somebody in the crowd who who's losing their house? Man, there's this my rib was telling me about a family member or a friend or something like that, right? That went into this one church, and the pastor convinced the woman to sell everything in her house, right? She almost lost the house, and the reason for it is because the woman had a husband that was on drugs, right? And the pastor said, if you sell everything and give it to the church, the Lord will bless you and your family, and your husband will get off of drugs. And the husband was like, how is it that I'm on drugs and not selling everything to stay on drugs? Like, you know what I'm saying? But that pastor is making you sell everything to give it. Like, he's the real, you know what I'm saying, drug dealer. He's the real pimp. Like, what he did is he's hustling. You know what I'm saying? That's what you call a true hustle. And lo and behold, she's still in the, you know what I'm saying, in the church. You know what I'm saying? They still go there. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, that's where your true hustlers are at, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you want, you know what I'm saying, your true hustlers are gonna be, I forget what they call them. It's a word from man. It's a word for a type of preacher that
prosperity preachers.
Prosperity preachers, right? Right. Prosperity preachers, because what are they there for? They're trying to make you feel good, man. Right. You're trying to make you feel good. You're trying to make you feel good about what? Go ahead.
So like you said, they're just like club owners.
Exactly.
Club owners know the more alcohol flows, the more money comes in.
Right.
And that marijuana prosperity preacher all he's doing is making sure that they're as high as possible so that they can. He's actually starting a corporation,
right? Like if you go to a bar or a club, right? They try to search you, right?
Right.
They'll search you for what? For weapons,
Right.
Right? But they'll allow the drugs to get in, right? Like there's people in the bathrooms doing what?
Right.
Doing coke, you know what I'm saying? Doing whatever, right? And they'll allow you to feel good coming into this club, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Seeing all these females, whatever, right? And that Christian church is the same way. You know what I'm saying? They'll make you feel good about what? About being a prostitute, about being a drug dealer, a drug addict, you know what I'm saying? About being a liar, a thief, about being a homosexual, you know what I'm saying? About being, you know what I'm saying? They'll make you feel good about being wicked.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like the Christian church destroys Israel more and more because it destroys their conscience. You know what I'm saying? It destroys the thought that, man, this is wrong. I shouldn't be doing this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That part that part where it tells you where it's like, you know what? I'm not gonna go there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go over there, and I'm not gonna spend my money on something I shouldn't be spending my money on. I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying, sleep with this woman knowing damn well I'm gonna catch something.
Right.
They destroy that. Why? Because they feed to that pleasure, man. Right. They feed to that part where it's like, you know what? You should feel good. You've been having a bad day. You should feel what? Happy. You should be happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to this one man. I'm telling you, man, talking to this one brother, man, is just like, man, like Christians don't know when to stop. It's like, and what you call that is undisciplined.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You have no discipline. You have to have discipline, man. Without discipline, you can't, you know what I'm saying, rule. You can't govern your own, you know what I'm saying, your own house, yourself, nothing, right? Without a moral compass, you can't live, man. You'll do anything. You'll give, you know what I'm saying, that Jewish man is going to give those babies a disease. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, what was that one pastor that slept with the children? Eddie Long?
Constantly.
Eddie Long, right?
Yep.
You don't sleep with so many of, you know what I'm saying? You're going to destroy so many lives, man. You're going to destroy lives. Like, keep going. Read verse 5.
Verse 5. Ye have not gone up into the gaps, neither made up the hedge for the house of Israel to stand in the battle in the day of the Lord.
To stand, man. Like, we have no protection.
Right.
Like, as a leader, as a prophet, as a, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, everybody in that church respects you and looks up to you and you know what I'm saying, sees you as a protector. You know what I'm saying? Sees you as a man that, because everybody's sitting there for a reason, to listen to you, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's sitting there to listen to you, to hear your wise counsel, right? But at the end, like, what are they listening? You know what I'm saying? Some tambourines, some good music, you know what I'm saying? And as the music plays, sometimes, you know what I'm saying, they'll tell the musicians to lower it down a little so he can speak, right? Mm-hmm. And they'll say some words, you know what I'm saying, and make you feel like you're getting something, you know what I'm saying? You're catching the Holy Spirit, but really you're not catching nothing, man. I'm telling you, you're not getting nothing, right? And it doesn't help when you cry. I'm gonna tell you like that. It doesn't help when you cry. You're really not getting nothing. You're just getting something that that's there for a while. You know what I'm saying? You're thirsty, but that what you're receiving is just gonna quench your thirst for a while, for a minute, for a minute or two. You know what I'm saying? Just on the drive back home.
Right.
But once you get back home, you're gonna start beating your wife.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Once you get back home, you're gonna be, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be hitting your children.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Once you get back home, you're gonna be screaming at your husband, at everybody. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be throwing all the dishes at him. Once you get home, like it only helps for a while, and it's just it's not gonna help you. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because you don't know how to battle those demons. You know what I'm saying? Because you haven't been taught the right way.
Right.
Right.
It's like, if I could, sir.
Go ahead.
The only thing that Christians catching when they start doing that whole speaking in tongues and doing and dancing and rolling around is they're catching the stupid.
And you know what I hate is when like I don't know if any of you guys feel the same way, right? But like when anybody just like laughs, you know what I'm saying? Like laughs at you. You ever hate that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the laugh where it's like, you know what I'm saying? And what I hated is that my grandma would tell me that she knew how to speak Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? But I would ask her, like, tell me some Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? And she would said that she can't. She only does it at church. And I'm thinking, like, she must be talking about that tongue, right? And I'm like, man. And I hated it because it's like she would tell me how everybody at the church thinks that it's Hebrew, but really it's not. You know what I'm saying? And it is like it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like what do you even call that?
Ridiculous.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, right? It's ridiculous, and everybody wants, like, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody, it's just like it's a joke, really, man.
Right.
You're gonna go into a church, and it's just gonna be jokes. You know what I'm saying? And really, you're just there just for show, and you're gonna think that you're doing something good, but really you're not, man. It's like you want to go somewhere, you're getting into this car, and you want to, you know what I'm saying? The outside looks beautiful. You know what I'm saying? You get into this car, the outside, the interior looks nice, the windows, you know what I'm saying, fresh paint, everything, right? But once you try to start the engine, it won't start.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then boom, you finally get it to start, right? Because why? Because you feel good. You like what you hear, right? Boom, you get it started, you start going, but in the way, the car's gonna break down.
Right.
It's gonna fail you.
Right.
It's not what? Reliable.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you something that is reliable. The ISUPK under Commander Hana.
Right.
That's something you can rely on.
Right.
Because these men are built for that. They are trained and built. You know what I'm saying? These brothers do what they have to do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They don't do what they want to do. They do what they have to do. Right? If you want to do whatever you want to do, go fine. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? You got that freedom. Nobody's pushing nobody to, you know what I'm saying, come over here. You know what I'm saying? We're not, you know what I'm saying? We're not, I don't know. We're not the Boy Scouts. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to door. We're not Jehovah's Witness going to door, waiting at the bus stops, asking if you want a flyer. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? Asking if if you want to come to church. Call this number, We're not doing that, man. If you want it, you want it. If you don't, you don't. You know where to look for us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Keep going. Actually, drop that. Give me Matthew 5:3. Right.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 3. Blessed are the poor in spirit.
Who?
Blessed are the poor in spirit.
The poor in spirit. Keep going.
For theirs is the kingdom of heaven.
For theirs is the kingdom of heaven, man. The kingdom of heaven is for Israel, man. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? Christ taught us this, man. Christ taught poor people that that the God of Israel will save them and set them free, man. You know what I'm saying? We won't be living like this, you know what I'm saying, forever. This is not a forever, you know what I'm saying? It's not forever, but it is for a long, you know what I'm saying, but it is for a while. You know what I'm saying? It might seem forever because you might be going through some pain. You know what I'm saying? You ever gone through some hard times? You know what I'm saying? You ever had some anybody ever had a fracture, you know what I'm saying? Anything, right? You feel like that pain is forever. You know what I'm saying? You feel like that pain is like forever. When it like all you're thinking about is when is it gonna stop? Right? Like you ever go, you know what I'm saying? Anybody ever been through depression understands that, right? You ever been through depression, you feel like, man, this is forever. Like, when am I ever gonna feel normal again? Or when am I ever gonna feel happy again? Or you know what I'm saying? When am I gonna stop feeling like this?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like it's pains like these where it's like, man, you would wish it would stop. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You have I'm gonna tell you one of the solutions, man. One of the solutions is brotherhood, man.
Right.
Being amongst your people, being amongst your brothers, you know what I'm saying, dwelling with the same people that have gone through the same pain as you will help you get over that pain.
Right.
It won't make you feel like you're alone. Like you're the only one that's happening. It's happening to, man. You're not the only one poor. You know what I'm saying? You're not the only one struggling. You're not the only one, you know what I'm saying, suffering. Right? We all suffering. You know what I'm saying? Just come with us and see how we deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Come into the school and see how we deal with this pain. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying? We're not built, you know what I'm saying? We're not built rich. You know what I'm saying? None of us were born into rich families. You know what I'm saying? As like none of us. But guess what? We still making it out here, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We still pushing, right? We still doing what we got to do. We still taking up our responsibilities, right? It doesn't mean that you just have to give up on life because of one bad thing happens in life. You think you got to give up? You think you got to what? Just get high? You think you just got to what? You know what I'm saying? Run. You think you just run from your problems? Ask Christ if he want to run from his problems. You know what I'm saying? Like, ask, like, you know what I'm saying? Christ went through a worse time than you, man. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is that he knew it was going to happen. You know what I'm saying? You're going through it. You don't know what's going to happen, but guess what? You can change it, man. You can make a difference, man. You gotta do right, you know what I'm saying, with the Lord and with your brothers, man, with your people. You know what I'm saying? Stop thinking about that every day is gonna be like this, man. It'll get better. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Blessed are they that mourn.
Blessed are they that who?
That mourn.
Keep going.
For they shall be comforted.
Keep going. They shall be comforted, man. You know what I'm saying? Understand that, man. You'll be you know what I'm saying? There'll be a time where you'll go through, you know what I'm saying? You'll suffer. You know what I'm saying? A family member might die. You know what I'm saying? Anything, right? Anything that you can think of, right? That might be horrible, wrong, you know what I'm saying? That you just think is just your world is just crashing. But guess what? You'll be comforted, right? In here, we won't, you know what I'm saying? We won't just leave one brother, you know what I'm saying, to deal with it on his own. Nah, man. We got you. The brotherhood is strong in here, man. You gotta make sure you call one another, man. Make sure we stay, you know what I'm saying? We stick by side, you know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna go through. It's gonna be some rough times,
Right.
but those rough times doesn't, you know what I'm saying, doesn't weaken the brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth.
Blessed are the who?
The meek, for they shall inherit the earth.
Keep going, man.
Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled.
Read that one more time.
Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled.
Hold on, give me a second. Blessed are they that hunger and thirst after righteousness, right?
Right.
For they shall be filled, man. That right there is heavy, man. That right there is like, it's like how did you even get here? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like, how did you even make it to class? Like, Razan, what when I called you, what happened, man? I was like you had missed your stop. I I had the car was failing. The car actually broke down. Had to go to the nearest spot, parked it, grabbed another car, and you know what I'm saying, came over here. I thought you made it before me. Really, I was like, man, I'm being unbrotherly yet. Brother called me. I was like, man, I'm not even there. I'm like, man. But go ahead, Salaki.
No, so what happened was, as I got the bus, right, I was on a light rail, and I got off at Thomas.
Right.
But I got off on, I was supposed to take the bus.
Hey, probably, Kabarama, you think I could get some water?
Yeah, I was supposed to take the westbound bus, but then get on an eastbound bus instead.
Right, man. It's like, and that happens a lot when you're like, you're just zoned out, and then you get out, and then you think it's on one spot. It's like, damn.
I was like, not where I'm supposed to be at.
Right, come on.
So I was like, shit. So I looked at the thing. I was like, damn, I gotta go all the way around. So it made me get a faster way. I have to go down to first in Van Buren, and then take that, go on an I-17 bus to get to the Metro Center, and then from Metro Center to here.
See, it's like, like that's the thing, man. When you hungry for this truth, man, you're gonna do something. Like, you're gonna do things that people might say is like, "Mo, you're doing a little too much," or that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I would have just gave up, and that's the problem. Like, it's normal for people to give up. You know what I'm saying? It's normal to just in the world. I'm saying, right? It's normal for anybody. It's like, it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It makes sense to just give up on life. It makes sense to just give up on searching for the Most High, seeing how, you know what I'm saying, that everywhere you look, it's like, who got the truth? You know what I'm saying? Is God in there? You know what I'm saying? At one point, I just started. I was like, man, I guess there isn't a God. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like when I was in the world, I was thinking that, well, you know what I'm saying, in order to be with God, you have to be in a church. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm gonna tell you something. Like, the Most High is not in no church, in no Muslim mosque, in no. Give me some more. You know what I'm saying?
He's not in a Bohemian Grove, that's for sure, sir.
Whatever that is, you know what I'm saying? He's not in there, you know what I'm saying? He's not where you think he is. You know what I'm saying?
Right. He's
not in the places where society thinks this is a holy temple. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm gonna tell you, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I looked everywhere. I was like, man, at one point I was like, man, I was just going through just looking at the videos, and then out of nowhere I just started seeing, you know what I'm saying, fake Israelites. That's the first that came up, you know what I'm saying, fake Israelites. I was like, they can't see the class? Yeah. See, class?
Yeah, he actually went live. I said, we did. We're live right now. He said he can't find it.
Oh man.
I told him I shared both the YouTube page and the Facebook page.
Check real quick. I know Kabadamath, you were on it, right?
Well, I already shared it. I know that, sir.
Okay. Did you check the feed real quick?
Let's
make sure.
Yeah, no, it looks like it's still going to me.
Yeah. I just send it to Officer Apayat.
Yeah, the audio's current and everything, sir.
Okay, Con. We good then. What was that?
Like you said, send it to Officer Son?
Apayat.
Oh, kind of.
It's like oh, right. At one point, I was just watching a bunch of fake Israelite videos, but it's like something different about the UPK, which is it really stands out. You know what I'm saying? Which is the amount of discipline. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, when have you ever heard anybody say, you know what I'm saying, you have to have discipline? Like, I've hardly ever heard that. As a matter of fact, I never heard that in any church. You know what I'm saying? I never heard about you have to have discipline. You have to fight your demons. I was like, the hell? Ooh. You know what I'm saying? I have demons. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, nah, man. A demon, like, you know what I'm saying? Demons aren't what you think they are. They're not what you see, as in, like, you know what I'm saying, caricaturas, or, you know what I'm saying, movies or whatever, right? They are, you know what I'm saying, it's a spirit, right? It's a spirit that, you know what I'm saying, that you can see physically sometimes, right. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying, like, what you can see is this brother is talking to himself about nothing, like really nothing, like just talking, scratching. You can see that's a demon, man. You know what I'm saying? You can see a demon. Sometimes you can see a demon a mile away. You know what I'm saying? Across the street or at this bus stop, you can see a couple of them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But a demon really is anything that goes against the Most High.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Anything that goes against the Most High, that is a demon. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you hear in your head, hey, hit up your connect, or hey, just hit her up just to see, you know what I'm saying, see how she's doing. You know she got a man, but you know what I'm saying, you guys are friends. You know what I'm saying? You guys are friends. You know what I'm saying? How long have you guys been friends? Like, that's a demon, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? And the demon might make you feel like it's a part of you. You know what I'm saying? A demon might make it seem like it is you. You know what I'm saying? This is who you are. That's why homosexuals think that, you know what I'm saying, that this is who I am, this is how I was born. Nah, man. It's a demon in them, man. It's a demon that is making, that they have made friends, you know what I'm saying, friends with, where to the point where it's like, it's just a part of who they are now. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's hard to fight them demons, man.
Right.
Especially if you got 7 of them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And most of the time that happens when you leave.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a heavy demon. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you leave. Right? Now, to fight that demon, you're gonna have to, 1, have some discipline. And 2, you're gonna have to hate yourself. And when I mean hate yourself, I mean hate yourself, like to the point where it's like you're disgusted with yourself. To the point where it's like you don't even you don't want to be who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't want to be who you are, because the person who you are is a shithole of a person.
Right.
And has destroyed so many, you know what I'm saying, families, has destroyed so many lives. And now you can't do nothing about it, but, you know what I'm saying, but really change. You know what I'm saying? And water baptism does not work. You know what I'm saying? Water baptism is not going to get you nowhere. You're going to have to do something, you know what I'm saying, in order for you to change, in order for you to serve the Most High, you're gonna have to do something. And that's what I seen, you know what I'm saying? Coming to, like, you know what I'm saying? I seen that shit. I was like, man, it's like, excuse my language, you know what I'm saying? But I seen it. I was like, man, it's different, man. It's different. I never heard of it. I never seen it, especially, you know what I'm saying, coming into a Jeremiah Hyman's class. You get a different feel of what life is really about. You know what I'm saying? And in here, we're going to teach, you know what I'm saying, brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? We're going to teach that Blacks and Hispanics are God's chosen people, how we need to come together, how we need to separate ourselves from the oppressor that has been, you know what I'm saying, oppressing us, you know what I'm saying, colonizer, whatever you want to call him, you know what I'm saying, and so-called white man, you know what I'm saying? We need to separate from him and from his doctrine and his ideas, you know what I'm saying? Because when we join with him, what happens? We die.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We die. We end up selling drugs to each other. We end up killing one another. We end up betraying one another.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta make sure we stick to one another, man. We can't. I mean, we can't do this without the so-called Mexicans cannot do it without the so-called blacks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The natives cannot do it without the Mexicans. The natives cannot do it without the blacks. We can't do it without our brothers, man. Without each other, we can't. You know what I'm saying? We got to come together. So, like, you had something. You were gonna say something?
Yeah, I was gonna say earlier we speak on Christians and being self-disciplined. That one thing they hear a lot, especially from Christians, is that they always say like, oh, we all got our poisons. That's meaning to say like, oh, we all got that one thing that that we just do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're a cigarette smoker or you're an alcoholic, they're like, that's just your poison. We all got to pick our poisons.
Pick our poison. I remember hearing that. Pick our poison. Like that's crazy. And the thing is that making it normalizing being comfortable with it. You know what I'm saying? Is like, well, you know what I'm saying? That's just who you are. You know what I'm saying? That's just who you are. That's who you got with. You know what I'm saying? That you knew what you were getting yourself into. You know what I'm saying? Women say that to men that are in a toxic relationship. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know what you were getting to. You know what I'm saying? And men still dumb as hell. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know what I'm saying, jump on that box and, you know what I'm saying, and marry that, knowing damn well, you know what I'm saying, what you were getting yourself into. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, like read 6 again.
Concert. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness.
Right, you're gonna have to hunger and thirst for this righteousness, man. Like being in the world, you're gonna be hungry and you're gonna want to eat. But you're gonna want to eat some knowledge, man. Something that's gonna keep you, you know what I'm saying? Something that's gonna give you strength.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Something that's gonna keep you, you know what I'm saying? Something that's gonna give you, that's gonna kill that thirst and kill that hunger. And that knowledge, you know what I'm saying? That this truth is that, you know what I'm saying, that medicine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Is the remedy for that. You know what I'm saying? Because you like I said, man, like sometimes it's like I forget the scripture. Do you remember the scripture that I brought out last time, where it talks about your youth, how you gave all that up, and
when I was a child?
No, it's not. It's not when I was a child. It's a different one.
Uh-oh.
I think it's part of. I don't think it's in there. But it talks about how in your youth, I'm paraphrasing, right? In your youth, you could do whatever you want to do, right? You could do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Party to the part of sin, but just remember, you're gonna have to pay for that,
right? At
one point. Now, being as you know what I'm saying, and the only reason why I don't think I'm young, you know what I'm saying, but everybody keeps saying, "Oh man, you young, this and that." But like, if you go through so much in life, it's like you really want to look for a better solution. You know what I'm saying? You want to look for you want to look for the answers. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just second guessing and then really falling into the same old dumb trick that Satan has planned for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You want to look for them answers, right? And like I said, like if you you know what I'm saying, you want some answers, you're gonna have to come in here, right? If you want to, if you're that hungry, if you're that thirsty, you're gonna have to come in here. I probably have it, but it's in my other phone. I have like so many phones that's like broken. I gotta look for them, man. Go ahead.
Fuck it.
It's like the last verse, I think.
Okay, it's not this. I thought it was 17 and 30. So
Read it real quick.
it was Acts 17, verse 30. In the times of ignorance, God winked, and now commanded every man word to repent.
Nah, that's a good one too, but nah, it's not that. It's like the last three verses. But yeah, like I said, man, like you could do whatever you want to do, you know what I'm saying? In your youth, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the thing. Like when you're young, that's all you think about, right? Well, when you're younger, you think about how when you get older, what you're gonna be doing, right? Oh, I'm gonna be partying. I'm gonna go out. Or I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna finally drive. I'm gonna get to travel. This and that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You think about all these things, right?
Right.
And it's like you look at all these adults, all of them stayed in that childish mentality. You know what I'm saying? Like you see all these old folks, like they stayed in that child mentality because all they worried about is about having fun.
Right.
But when it's time to get serious, who's there? You know what I'm saying? When it's time to get serious, when it's time to have, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so this now we got a problem and we got to find how to solve it. You know what I'm saying? Who's serious? Who is serious enough to you know what I'm saying, to work this problem? You know what I'm saying? To you know what I'm saying, have a headache, you know what I'm saying, sit there and try to figure out this problem.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's our, you know what I'm saying, and that's Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans' lives. Like, you know what I'm saying? We have an issue that we gonna have to fix. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's time to stop having so much fun. You know what I'm saying? We had our fun, but let's get back to the Lord.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let's get back to our people. You know what I'm saying? Gather yourselves together, O nation, not desired.
Right.
It's not a desirable thing to help, you know what I'm saying, someone that's, you know what I'm saying, is stubborn, stiff-necked, you know what I'm saying, that is going to cuss at you, you know what I'm saying, yell at you,
right,
you know what I'm saying, that has demons that you're going to have to battle. It's not a fun thing. But guess what? You're going to have to do it regardless. You know what I'm saying? And that's real brotherhood. That's real love, man. That's real love. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to, you know what I'm saying, put your, you know what I'm saying, you're going to have to put your things aside to help a brother out, man. You're going to have to put your problems and your selfish needs aside so you can help out a nation, man. And that you, as an officer, you're going to have a lot of responsibility, man. As a leader, you're going to have a lot of responsibility, and you're going to have to watch what you say and what you do in every way. In the school, outside the school, in every way, because everybody's watching. They hear what you say, they see you, you know what I'm saying? You're afraid to go out and speak because you might run into somebody. Maybe this is not the place for you because you worry too much about others' perspective about what you're doing rather than what the Mosai is. Fear not them that can kill the body, but rather fear him who can destroy both body and spirit in hell.
right.
Fear him, man. Don't fear, you know what I'm saying? Don't fear no, you know what I'm saying? Don't fear your ex. You know what I'm saying? Don't fear, you know what I'm saying, your mom, your dad. Fear your father, man.
Right.
Fear the Most High God, a true and living spirit. You know what I'm saying? What was it said in Exodus 15 and what 3? The Lord is a man of war.
Mm-hmm.
Be careful with that man. You know what I'm saying? Be careful with that man. You know what I'm saying? Do not play with the Lord, man.
Right.
And especially don't play in here, man. Especially in these times that we're living in. You gotta make sure, like I said, man, you gotta make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? And this hunger and this thirst, you gotta always keep it on you, man. You know what I'm saying? This hunger and this thirst. We read that last part of 6.
Oh, sir. For they shall be filled.
For they shall be filled. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever let this, you know what I'm saying, run out. This thirst, man. This thirst needs to, you know what I'm saying, stay on you, man. You gotta be what? Diligent. Look up the word diligent. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make sure you stay on top of your game, man. Keep it, you know what I'm saying, keep it pushing, keep it, you know what I'm saying, keep doing what you're supposed to be doing, you know what I'm saying, and never drop, you know what I'm saying, especially don't drop your sword, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't drop your sword. You know what I'm saying? Brothers, you know what I'm saying, brothers call after they drop their sword. They most definitely welcome to come back. You know what I'm saying? We're not like the purple, you know what I'm saying, the purple to avoid any flags.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Purple Girl Scouts.
Purple Girl Scouts. I like that. You know what I'm saying? Purple Girl Scouts, right?
Right.
Where we're praying for the 2/3 to die.
Yes.
That's unbrotherly. Like that's uncalled for. You know what I'm saying? To say that you're a part of the 2/3, like you're part of the 2/3. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like who is you to say that? You know what I'm saying? Like who is you to say like man, like we're not praying for no brother to be part of the 2/3. We pray that every brother gets saved from that hellfire. You know what I'm saying? That lake of fire. You know what I'm saying? We want every brother to make it into the chariot, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Keep going on the or actually read that what you got. Let Razan. You got it, Razan?
Diligent, right?
Yeah, diligent.
Concept. The word diligent in the Merriam-Webster dictionary. The word diligent is adjective, characterized by steady, earnest, and energetic effort.
Energetic effort. Like that's what you need, man. Energetic effort. Never like, oh man, it's Saturday. Oh, camp. Man. It's Tuesday, man. It's class. Man, it's, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what I'm saying? I gotta do this, I gotta do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't lose that energy. You know what I'm saying? Keep that same energy, man. Keep that same energy that you were having. That you know how you you see how you work so hard to get that number from that female? Keep that same energy. You know what I'm saying? You work so hard to get in that box. Keep that same energy in the school. You know what I'm saying? Keep that same energy. Keep that same energy with your brothers, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? You love that woman so much, man. You'll wake up in a heartbeat she'll call you at what 2 a.m. You'll wake up and answer that phone. Answer that phone whenever your brother calls you, man. Your brother might need some help, man. You know what I'm saying? Like whenever you like your brother, if anything, send him a text if he didn't answer. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure the brother will call you back. You know what I'm saying? Like that's real brotherhood, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever let that go. Keep going, Kabbalah. Or is there any more on that, Razan? Keep going, Kabbalah month on 7.
Come. Verse 7. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy.
The merciful, because they what?
Shall obtain mercy.
Right. You know what I'm saying? How do you want to get mercy from the Lord when you can't even give mercy to your own brother? Right. That's why you're a traitor to your people if you're a so-called Mexican, or you know what I'm saying, joining the what's that called, border patrol, right? You show no mercy to your people, right? You show no mercy to your people, oppress people that have been oppressed, and nobody desires. Nobody desires, you know what I'm saying, these people, our people. But because nobody desires them, does that give you a chance, or does that give you the right to oppress them more? You just like the devil, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, all my years living in Tucson, I've seen plenty of Mexicans, saying, it's correct, but it's called Border Patrol, other it's correct.
That's another one too. I remember hearing. Look, as a matter of fact, I remember. I think this went viral, right? It was a TikTok. Somebody was telling me. I never seen it, but they said that of a family member from Mexico, a family from Mexico, was it what do you call it? He was threatening, right, a family back in the U.S., right? We'll say north, north and south, right? The brother on the south side, he said, if you don't give me a pair of Jordans or a pair of shoes that I like, the new iPhone, I'm gonna call the cops. I'm gonna call immigration on you. And then the family up north, you know what I'm saying, in the U.S. was like, the hell, boy, you crazy. You know how much that thing costs? First of all, I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? And second of all, watch yourself, man. Watch, you know what I'm saying? Watch who you're talking to. Respect, you know what I'm saying? Come to find out, the the brother on the south side calls immigration, says, oh, he's a drug dealer, he's selling all this dope, and he works for the cartel, he's doing this and that. They got this is his phone number, this is his address, this is all his information, his name. Like, dang, all that for what? For some material shit that's gonna cost you your family member's life. Like brother, like, come on, man. Like, it's like you doing all this for nothing. Like, you doing all this for nothing. You want mercy, and you show no mercy to your own brother. You want mercy, and you show no mercy to your sister, to your children. You know what I'm saying? You show no mercy to your wife, right? You want mercy, and you can't even give mercy. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Razan. So, like, you were gonna say something?
No, so I was going to say about the term. I'm about to look at the verse for it real quick. Just like the parable with the brother that owes his master money,
right?
But his master gives him some leeway, but he goes and makes sure he treats everybody else that owes somebody badly. He doesn't give them any kind of forgiveness.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to find the verses for it. That's right where you're speaking on.
Right.
You know, how can we ask most for forgiveness? We want to forgive our own brothers and sisters.
I think there's another precept in Ecclesiasticus. Hold on. Oh, it's like, was that it?
God, so yeah.
It's like, you know, yeah. If you find that, you know, say you could most definitely bring it up. Go to Ecclesiasticus 1, 8, 28 and 1. Is it?
28 1.
Yeah. I think it's in here. Hold on. Come on, go ahead.
No, this is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 28, verse 1. He that regiveth shall find.
It's like revenges.
He that revengeth shall find vengeance from the Lord. He will surely keep his sins in remembrance.
Right. You revenge, meaning you take actions. You know what I'm saying? You take action into your own hands instead of, you know what I'm saying, dealing with it, you know what I'm saying, from brother. Like, first of all, what's the first thing you do when you have an issue with a brother?
You gotta go talk to him.
You talk to him, right? Well, what does the scripture say?
Just say, I would rather talk to him alone.
Him and him alone, right? Meaning, do you go out and talk to everybody else before you talk to him?
Nah, sir.
Nah, right? You don't go out and spread rumors about this brother. You have a problem with this brother, don't talk about other brothers and spread rumors about this brother. You're like, what you're doing is you're dishonoring his name. And every brother, if before this brother can even make it plead an argument, you're already trying to dishonor his, you know what I'm saying? You're already trying to like destroy his honor with you know what I'm saying, by talking to everybody and letting everybody know what had happened, the issue between you and him. You know what I'm saying? Talk to him and him alone, right? Talk to him first, right? So, and what happens after?
He does not hear you. You take a.
And what does it mean to hear you?
It means that if you go like, hey, I feel like you did this wrong to me. He's like, man, anybody did nothing wrong to you. Like he didn't attempt to even try to hear you out. He just
okay.
Like yeah, I ain't trying to hear all that, man.
All right. But what if he's like, what if he says like, oh, okay, like let's say you say you know what I'm saying, I did you wrong, right? And you're like, Slakia, Con, if I did you wrong, right? And I was like, you tell me, oh, you know what I'm saying, brother, you come up to me and me alone, right? I was like, hey, you know what I'm saying, I didn't like the way you said that. I was like, oh, okay, and I'm like, okay, everything. I mean, it's no big deal. You know what I'm saying? It's no big deal. It's no big deal. Like we play like that all the time, right? Is that hearing you? La. Like if I'm like, okay, I like, look, it's no big deal. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know we play like this all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? What's the issue?
I said, probably with that you not hearing the brother out. You're not really listening. You're going off based on how you feel at the moment. You're not really hearing how that brother felt about anything. You're kind of brushing them off like, hey, we always felt like this.
Right.
What's the matter?
Right. To hear a brother out is actually listen to what I, you know what I'm saying, the wrong that I did. And it's like, okay, brother, I understand. You know what I'm saying? I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? The first part is to admit that the brother was wrong and he's never gonna do it again. You know what I'm saying? Shit, mate. Like that's the thing. Like you got to make sure you listen to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, to hear a brother out, you got to make sure you listen to a brother, and you like it's both ways. You know what I'm saying? Like both parties, you know what I'm saying, got to make sure that they're paying attention to what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you tell your brother, like, first of all, your brother, you did something bad to your brother, listen to the brother. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being emotional, just trying to brush it off and like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why he acting different. Like, nah, man. Like, just listen to the brother. Brother might, you know what I'm saying? He's talking to you. He's like, all right, slack y'all. You know what I'm saying? I didn't mean that. I didn't mean it that way. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, we be talking, we be drinking, you know what I'm saying, whatever it may be, right? And now, you know what I'm saying, slack you. You know what I'm saying? And then ended at that. Let's say he doesn't hear you. What happens?
You have to take it up to counsel.
Right. So let's say I'm like, slack y'all. You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying? Are you gonna talk to him?
I'm going with Muhammad says, like, after they don't hear you the first time, there's no point. Just, hey, just say, calm, you know what I'm saying? Calm, what you gotta say? And, you know, take it to counsel from there.
Right. No, yeah, most definitely. You got to take it to counsel. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, that's another beautiful thing about the UPK, man. Like, it's not, there can't be a problem in Israel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we don't take problems lightly. You know what I'm saying? Especially between a brother. Like, if a brother has an issue between, you know what I'm saying, one and another, like, you know what I'm saying, you gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have to you know what I'm saying, we're gonna have to break this down, like, you know what I'm saying, because we can't have division in our members. You know what I'm saying? We can't be, you know what I'm saying, oh, well, he did you wrong, The military has that. You know what I'm saying? The military does that. The military has so many cases of sexual assault, and it's like they take it up to rank. Now, in here, we're gonna solve it. You know what I'm saying? In here, we going there ain't, you know what I'm saying, oh, you know what I'm saying, pushing the issue in around, dancing with it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna fix this, right? Keep going, verse 2.
Verse 2, forgive thy neighbor the hurt that he hath done unto thee. So shall thy sins also be forgiven when thou prayest.
Right, you understand that. Keep going.
Okay. Verse 3, one man beareth hatred against another, and doeth he seek pardon from the Lord.
It's like, and doth he seek?
And doth he seek pardon from the Lord?
And does he seek pardon from the Lord? Like, you hate your brother, and then you go into the Lord, you know what I'm saying, to seek pardon from the Lord. To, like, you do something, so like your brother does something that you hate, and now you do something that the Most High hates, and you can't forgive your brother. So like, keep going.
Verse 4, he showeth no mercy to a man which is like himself.
Which is what?
Which is like himself.
Like, you a man, and you're looking down on another man, right? You show no mercy to another man that's just like you. Keep going.
And doeth he ask?
It's like, and doth
he ask forgiveness of his own sins?
And does he ask forgiveness of his own sins? Keep going.
Verse 5. If he that is but flesh nourish hatred, who will entreat for pardon of his sins?
Right. Now, why should you be forgiven if you hate your brother? Why should you be forgiven of your sins if you hate your brother? You know what I'm saying? Hey, you hate your father, right? You hate your father so much, what he did. You hate your mother for what she did. Why should you be forgiven of your sins? Oh no, you're perfect, right? You're perfect. You're like you're the son, you know what I'm saying, that everyone wish they had. Right? You're the son that everybody wish they had. You're the daughter that everybody wish they had. So your father is wrong for what he did. Your mother is wrong for what she did. Like, how are you gonna hate someone who is just like you? You know what I'm saying? Like, go ahead.
I was gonna say that it's so this message is this kind of the Most High puts us all throughout the Bible about forgiving each other. Even though you hear a lot in the Christian church, they recycle words of prayer all the time. But where we see it says saying forgive us our debts, we forgive our debtors.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you go in the Christian church and nobody's ever forgiven anybody in there. It's like it's always some argument or fight between two people in that church.
No, yeah. Like, and then it's crazy because you're at a funeral, right? And most of those funerals are at what? In a church, right? And all of those people that go to that Salagia are at the funeral, go to that church, and everybody's fighting at that church. Like everybody's fighting at that same church that everybody goes to, where everybody should have been at what? At peace with each other. Everybody should have been, you know what I'm saying? Had been at peace with each other. But now they all hate each other because of this and that. No, I deserve this. I deserve to have that. No, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? I really don't know. But they just be going at it because of some family issue. You know what I'm saying? And it's always a family from the other side. You know what I'm saying? And another family from the other side, where it's like they don't get along and they just come together. And they only come together when either somebody dies or, you know what I'm saying, something bad happened. You know what I'm saying? And when they come together, it's like it's always bad. How can you not, you know what I'm saying, forgive one another? You talk about being Christian, Jehovah's Witness, whatever. Like you tell everybody, oh yes, I went to church yesterday. Oh yeah, I just came back from church. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? I prayed to the Lord and you know what I'm saying? I felt the Holy Spirit. You know what I'm saying? You say you brag about how much you love the Most High, but when it comes to loving your brother who is right there and is a person just like you, what, you know what I'm saying? What are you doing? You ask for forgiveness, but can't even forgive your own brother? You can't even forgive your own sister. You can't forgive your own family for what they did. You really don't deserve forgiveness. You do know that, right? You can't forgive someone who you see every day. How are you gonna forgive someone? You know what I'm saying? How are you gonna ask for forgiveness, man?
It's also like that verse says, you know saying how, you know saying he just said that he knows the Lord, but hated who have not seen, but hate his brother who we have seen is a liar.
Right. Like you can't say you love the Lord. You can't talk about the Lord and my Jesus, you know what I'm saying? And then hate your, you know what I'm saying, your cousin because he owes you $5. Like, come on, man. Like so many, and it's always been about money, right? It's always that's always usually the main issue, money. You know what I'm saying? Debts, 500, sometimes 1,000. It's like, man, never paid him back. Ends up dead. Ends up missing. You know what I'm saying? Always fighting. Boom. Right? Keep going.
I got verse 6. Remember thy end, and let enmity cease. Remember corruption and death, and abide in the commandments.
Right. Keep going.
I got verse 7. Remember the commandments, and bear no malice to thy neighbor.
And what?
And bear no malice to thy neighbor.
What? Right. What's malice? It's like an evil, wicked thought.
It's like Since hatred, I get the definition right now.
Yeah, get it real quick. Right? Bear no malice to thy neighbor, meaning, right? If I'll start when you guys got it. Go ahead. Whenever you got it.
Definition of malice, now, from the Merriam-Webster Dictionary. Desire to cause pain, injury, or distress to another.
Desire to cause pain, stress, or what?
Or distress to another. Or injury or distress to another.
Injury or distress to another. Man, that is evil. That is evil. Right?
There's more too. So.
Go ahead.
There's also the intent to commit an unlawful act or cause harm without legal justification or excuse.
Right, without an excuse. Like you know what you're like. Basically, you're planning, you're plotting. That's really what it is, right? It's a plot to hurt your brother. It's a plot. It's like you know this brother, right? You know what I'm saying? You know this woman, and she has a husband, right? That husband is your brother, right? And just because you don't know him, it doesn't mean you can jump into her drawers, right? Like it's a evil, wicked thing, you know what I'm saying? Because that happens a lot in the world where it's like they take pride. It's like a badge of honor, taking someone else's, you know what I'm saying, rib. You know what I'm saying? They play it all the time in songs. You know what I'm saying? But that's an evil one. You know what I'm saying? Another one is stealing from your brother. You know what I'm saying? Stealing from your brother, you know what I'm saying? Seeing that what he has, he barely has enough, you know what I'm saying, for anything. You know what I'm saying? And you gonna steal from this brother? Like, you know how many times like brothers who thought that this was his right hand man. I remember seeing this one man. He was all bloody, like bloody, and he got beat the hell up. You know what I'm saying? And it's like he wanted to cry, but it was like he was more angry than upset, because it's like you broke bread with this man. You know what I'm saying? You would take a bullet for this brother, and he ended up stealing. That's like a violation, man, of loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Don't, like, you know what I'm saying? What did it say? Don't be what? It's like read that verse.
God, remember the commandments and bear no malice to thy neighbor.
Come on. Keep going.
And remember the covenant of the highest and wink at ignorance.
Right. And wink at ignorance, man. You know what I'm saying? Something bad might happen. You know what I'm saying? It ain't your job to take actions into your own hand. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes like brothers might say something stupid, you know what I'm saying? Especially your brother in the world. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to. That's like you're in the world, you're at the bus stop or you're wherever, right? At the slavery. This brother that you've been working, you know, he knows what you're a part of. And he'll say the dumbest thing to get under your skin. All you gotta do is just wink at ignorance. Meaning, like, he don't know no better. Just let him do what he wants to, you know what I'm saying? That's another thing. You can't control everybody. You know what I'm saying? You can't control everyone. You're not you have no control of everybody's, you know what I'm saying? And I remember being in the world and brothers be like, it's like automatic, like you gotta get down, you know what I'm saying? You gotta square up with whoever. If anybody ever says anything bad, like you gotta square up. You can't. You gotta protect your honor, your respect. Like man, sometimes like motherfucker, like They really don't give like. They really don't care. They just talk out of their. You know what I'm saying? You know what? Why are you going? You know what I'm saying? Why are you going to deal with this brother? You know what I'm saying? Thinking that he's who you have to. You know what I'm saying? You got to protect your honor from. It's nobody. Like relax. Like you know what I'm saying? Like just you don't know the brother. He doesn't know you. He said something stupid, and now you guys have to fight. Like I've seen that so many times, and it's like, and it's man, it's just crazy. I don't know why, but it happens, right? Just wink at it, man. You don't. It's brother. It's a brother. He said something dumb. Don't pay no attention, man. Keep going. It's like it. You know what? It's like we're running out of time. We're gonna end it right there. You know what I'm saying? Once again, man, this is the ISUPK Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Hold on. Nah, we gonna just end it right there. And with that, I pass the class over to Precinct Officer Razan.
There's the ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK, started at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brothers and sisters. For the new brother or sister coming to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Ties, which is a commandment. Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3, 8-10, means 10th in the Hebrew, ma'ashra, 10th of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. The Saturday is the feast of Hanukkah, or the feast of dedications this Saturday.
Yeah, it's like Hanukkah.
Feast of dedications, as we know in English, this Saturday, starting at sundown. So make sure everybody come out there and kick it with us. You know, as we celebrate, some righteous brothers and sisters. You know, saying who stood for the Most High. You know, saying at a time where most people would crumble.
Right. No. Yeah. Go ahead.
And remind that's like if any brother wants to be a trooper in a school, to start wearing all black. That includes boots, shirt, pants, headband, or scarf. With that, we'll give one courtesy salute to the teacher, Madam Israel Majid Shabbat, Majid, Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Brakatah.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Brakatah.
Yahweh class dismissed.
We put a tidal wave of emotion upon the back burner. Coming up in this truth, you suffer like a Nat Turner. Terrence Crutcher ain't the first or the last of the black murders. Anybody trying to water you down, they lack the fervor. This the school of the hard knocks. We hard rocks, come with that smooth talk slick. You get your heart operated on your mind. It's what the Christian church made it on all the lies. And that white man you keep waiting on to fall out of the sky. Nothing but watery eyes and the gnashing of your teeth. We keep this brotherhood strong. Contour the bottle with the priest. We turn the drama into peace, but keep keep a lookout at the cookout. Anybody got a problem? No, we quick to bring the book out. As a fisher of men, I'm trained to always have my hook out. We them rebels you heard about. Same hands that have you took out 144,000 saints that Christ done took out. We wasn't straight, so we got the crooks out. It's going down. You ain't gotta be from a crowd, just a member of the family. Religianity, it's just a white man's fantasy to keep us out the land through the vanity of our eyes. You can't deny the devil being a lie and a terrorist. The UPK is real as it gets, the realest it's ever been. Every trooper is evidence, the officers, weapon specialists, the captains of chariots, the generals dropping jewels on you Judas Iscariot. Repent, motherfucker. In the world I wasn't Cupid, the truth made me ruthless. Used to fear death, now I don't give two shits. Bloody knuckles, two fists, rather have my boots kissed. Cook these heathens up like a steak out of Ruth's Chris. Straight out the nooses, they knowin' how we do in a moment. It's hammer time, let a nigga call me Judas. Mr. Mac is on attack mode, I'm ice, I don't act cold. Never mind, I'm an asshole, my mission defending black folk. Equipped with bacon tackle, standing next to me, listen, you could light a candle. Boots, braids, beards, and grills with all black camo. Coming out of Hebrew Academy, John Rambo. I'm a sample of your life. You have to step and fetch and sample. Keep your bad and bougie ass on. I want my Lando. Yasha Allah, prophet, said the father. Watch me pop my collar, fishing out, preparing for the slaughterhouse. Weapons of war in the drought. Hell, you talking about his God is all look. Why they chalking out bodies with your sawed off religion? Intentions is looking shoddy. Looking shoddy. A hard copy, we make a man out of Punani. The game is like Jumanji, recording it like you Molly. UPK is one body, many members, no duplicates. The fate can't prove this. We in the BX Bronx, my nigga, who you with? We too legit to quit, and it's an all-star weekend, not a heathen in the atmosphere. The whole damn atmosphere, the chariots are not. Yeah, I wish I got my jacket here, passing over land with our weapons in hand. Commanding General Johanna raising messengers, man. Nothing ordinary, extraordinary ain't a compliment. The white man's breathing on the black man's oxygen. Without the UPK, we still believe in false doctrine. I'm in the furnace, Johnny Cochran, and the blood don't fit. This is Israel of Romulus. The white man's the devil, America's a cockpit. Flaming homosexuals, Israel better stop quick. Christ is coming with 200 million black men locked him. Blood to the bright on flying saucers up with my eye. It's that UPK anthem. We ain't out here on the streets like a phantom. We be up on these corners like goddamn them. We be dropping these verses real exquisite. Nothing random, everyone is a hitter. That's why we land them. Hey, this that UPK anthem. We ain't reach like a phantom. We be up on these corners like goddamn them. We be dropping these verses real exquisite. Nothing random, everyone is a hitter. That's why we land them. Hey, this that UPK anthem. We ain't out here on the streets like a phantom. We be up on these corners like goddamn them. We be dropping these verses real exquisite. Nothing random, everyone is a hitter. That's why we land them. Hey, this that UPK anthem. We ain't out here on the streets like a phantom. We be up on these corners like goddamn. We be dropping these verses real exquisite. Nothing random, everyone is a hitter. That's why we land them. Hey, this that UPK anthem. We ain't out here on the streets like a phantom. We be up on these corners like goddamn, and we be dropping these verses real exquisite. Nothing random, everyone is a hitter. That's why we land them. Hey.